We are fucking massive.
Yeah, you already know who it is. You already know. Hey. PeacH, what's up, baby? Smoking on that Sevilla pack. Yeah, advancing into Europa. What we tell them? What we tell they wouldn't believe? Guess what? Sorry, we had to piss in a paella, huh? Did we just piss in a paella? Bro, talking about, hey, you better cash out the bet. And we ain't cashing out of nothing. Scare money don't make money, what I told him, PeacH. Scare money don't make money. And just like West Ham, gambling nuts are massive. I'm letting them hang all the way to the final. That's when we cash out and get that big Billy bag, you heard? And then when I jump, we buy all white clothes. I'ma wear them in the winter like an asshole. All white winter clothes. Yeah, switching it up for the summer I missed. Yo, listen, we are fucking massive. You already know what it is. Who we got next? Leon? Bunch of jabrones. We gonna whoop them up. Barcelona. Listen, whoever. Frankfurt, whoever. I don't give a shit. German teams, Spanish teams. Any teams. Anybody can get it. We going on a European pack smoking tour. It's a discount. 50% off. We blazing everything. Keep the lighters on deck, on standby. You heard? Cause man, if you hear me coughing, just know I ain't got corona. I'm just smoking massive European packs. You heard? We putting them all in spliffs, Rizzlers, whatever. How you do? You know what we do, baby. Yo, PeacH, send my love to everybody. I'm fucking buzzing right now. Everybody, Uncle Kieran, Uncle Wally,
Big up Kieran,
twin,
big up Wally,
happy
twins, happy.
You know you one of the queens of West Ham. That was disrespectful.
She is though,
I
dog.
can't believe I did that. I'm a bastard. Who else? Mr.
Nah, you ain't a bastard, dog. But yo, she's one of the queens, dog. Motherfucking hammers, dog. Yup.
Putting pineapples on pizza. What are you doing?
Never. I will never, ever be clever enough to not put pineapples on my pizza, dog. I have to put pineapples on my pizza. I like the way it tastes, dog. Real things. Like, I go to this Italian pizzeria down the road, big up Doughbox. They already know who they are. They're massive. They're massive like West Ham. Like, real talk. But I show you, man. Doughbox, they do like, I showed you the other night. We got the pizza, didn't we? Me and my dad. And we got the pizza. It was like with the tomato sauce. It was with mozzarella. See, I'm saying it like Italian now, dog. Respect me for that. Mozzarella, four delay mozzarella. Watch me, dog. And then we got, what else do we get? We got mushrooms and salami on it. Yo, different things, dog. And then, yo, don't know Frankie put me on them basil things. Basil. I don't know, you know what I mean. And like, yo, sprinkle some basil upon it. Live. So good. So good. So good, man. With a bit of like, a bit of olive oil. Like, that's Frankie too. Because Frankie was like, yo, just cheese, olive oil, and basil. That's it. That's it he has. Basil, 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 basil. I love my pizza. I won't get frazzled. I see Wally World in the building. I see him. He's there. He is there. He is like right there. I see him, Doc. I see him. I see James D'Anville. I see the man in the things. So yo, Aguard. I think that's his name. Aguard from Renee. James D'Anville. Aguard. He is a center half, and he is left-footed. He is young, and like when you look at the age of like Ogbonna, 34 or turning 34, and then you look at the age of Dawson, 32. It's almost like, you know how they say goalkeepers get better with age? It's almost like center halves get better with age. Like, you ever met those girls? Like, they just like improve with time. Like, they looked alright when they were like 21, but then when they turned 42, it was like, whoa, what happened to you? Like, you look like 10 times better than you did when you were like 21 or something, and now you're 42. It's weird. And it's like, okay, I get it, but we need some youth in the setup. And yes, we have Baptiste, we have Elise, we got them. They're there. They're not going nowhere. We got them. They're there. They're not going anywhere. We got them. But this defender from Rene or Rennes or however you call it, yo, he'll be my best friend. Like, he center half, left footed. That's what we need. Because I'm sure if he had to play left back, he'd be able to do that. Because he's left footed. And Cresswell's not getting any younger. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, I saw that today. A guard, I think his name is. A guard. We'll hold up a guard in our defense, like, straight up. 100%, man. How you mean? Like, yo, that's going to be Wally's new favorite player. If we sign him, Wally's buying the shirt. He's getting it autographed. That's going to be our new best back, Doc. Like, but he likes Johnson, so do I. I think Johnson's really good. Because he can kind of like mix it up and play both sides, you know what I mean? Like, he can play on the left, he can play on the right. More so on the right, but does a job on the left. Matsuaku, listen, I like Matsuaku for middle things. Because he's brilliant at middling. Matsuaku is a middling, dribbling, like, player. And he's good at it. And he'll score a goal from a pass. But, yo, we need somebody young, center half role, who has a natural left foot. Honestly, we need that. Like, yeah, like if we get him, and then we're after like James was talking about it last night. Like, what was it? The midfielders, like KnO was Potter, like attacking midfielder, and he was mentioning all sorts of names from like Brazil, from Argentina. Like, it was mad. That man is a walking scout, dog. Like, West Ham United should have bought James D'Anville rather than Rob Newman, dog. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I say they're on par with one another. But Rob Newman has the job. James D'Anville doesn't. Or James from the Anvil. I apologize. But it's like, yo, this man, all he does is think about like who would suit us best in the mix for future seasons. And this ain't his first rodeo. 100% talk. He's been doing this from time. And oh, the wisdom that man has, like, you know what I mean? I respect that. I hold up my hands and I respect that. And then I gave him a challenge like yesterday. I basically saying like, on Saturday, let's put a show together. You come with your best 5 transfers. I'll come with my best 5 transfers. And I'll show you. It's going to be similar because I'm going to be dipping into like South America. But the only bad Czech Republic player we've had is Kral. Souček has done amazingly well. That's why his value went from like what 18 to like 40 million, 50 million plus. real talk. Sue foul, who foul, who foul, two foul, brilliant. Like, yo, bring J-Lings back, yes please. Why don't we get another Czech Republic that like can do something? James, I put that out to you. I want to see a Czech Republic in your scouting system on Saturday, and I'm gonna look for one too, straight up. I don't know what position yet. I'm thinking attacker, but I don't know off the top who is like Czech Republic's attackers. I don't, but I will have a look. And because they honestly, they've seemed to bet in with us lovely. Like, yo, like this man, 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 this man would say lovely jubbly. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying lovely. You know what I mean? If we can do two things and Moyes gets the financial backing that he deserves, and we talked about this last night, even though it's kind of like half in the bag, because like I was at my uncle's celebration of life and had a couple pints there, came back, had a couple ciders here, like at the end of the show I was like but still making sense. You know what I'm saying? My mind's always on, dog. My mind's always on like a Duracell battery, dog. It's like that bunny, or that's Energizer bunny in it. The Energizer battery with the bunny, and it's always batting the drum, dog. My mind's always on. I might sound a bit slurry, might look a bit blurry, but I'm always like tuned on, dog. When it comes to West Ham United, straight up. Yo, I got to big up. I went to get some chicken wings tonight from this place, and homeboy like subscribed to the West Ham Random. His name was Maurice. Yo, big up. The chicken wings were dope. I got like medium spicy with some like garlic sauce on the side. Maurice, your chicken wings were live up, dog. And then I went to Shoppers Drug Mart, which is like Boots in England. And there was a gal walking, tiki talking. But she was like working behind the counter there, and I just vibed with her. So I was like, you know what, yo, I got a YouTube channel called West Ham Random. Subscribe. And she's like, yeah. I'll give it a watch. And then I got my dad some jerk chicken from this place called Mix Up Cafe, or Cafe Mix Up. And there's a wicked youth behind the counter there. And it's like, I just told him, I just was like, Brethren, the beef patties you got, they're fire. Like, straight up fire. I was like, they're dope. Homeboy gets a beef patty out the oven, slots it in the bag. He's like, Brethren, that's on me. Don't even worry about it. I was like, for real. Like, there's so many beautiful people, like in and around town, dog. And I'm trying to get the word out that, like, listen, we have fun on this show. We'll talk West Ham on this show, but we have fun on this show, and we'll talk a bunch of nonsense. People will call me Plum Papaya when my name's PeacH, and I might have like a little hissy fit, but that's what happens. We got Frankel, dog. We got Frankel. There's only one Adam Frankel, dog. That man is a legend. If it wasn't for him, none of this would be going. Like, and I done said that again and again and again and again and again. But it's real talk, man. And then we have like professional clientele viewing us, like in the sense of like Athers 32, Charlito, Charlie Walsh, Hammers Tap Watch Lines, like Anton Baker, dog, like yo, Budgie, Green Street Elite, Karen, Green Street Elite, like yo, Rise, my G, how you mean? Yo, how you mean? That's my homeboy right there. He was gonna come on tonight. That's how I named the show, Declan Rise and whatchamacallit, PeacH, but he needs his sleep. And the boy never sleeps. So I don't know if he's just like, yo, I see lights, dog. Oh, that was a fire truck still. No fire. Well, yeah, there is a fire here. Because I'm on fire. You done know. But it's like, yeah, man. Big up Declan Rise, dog. Like, yo, he always like, I'll go on, because time difference and thing. It'll be like 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. And he always jumps on. Same as Charlito. Real talk. Like, big up the man, them. You know what I mean? KDK, what's up? Lee from American Hammers, I got you, homeboy. I got you. Real talk, man. That man is nothing but kindness. Like, nothing but kindness and righteousness. Like, spiritualness. Like, real talk. Homeboy spiritual, man. Real things. He reminds me of Franklin in that sense, because like Franklin's spiritual as well. I know people like to take the piss, but real things. Yo, Franklin he's a spiritual cat, man. I don't business. Don't care. Lawrence Watkins. Lawrence Watkins. Let me talk about Lawrence Watkins, Doc. Mr. Navy, Mr. Barbecue, Mr. Gravy. Yo, I sent him the link still. See if you wanted to come on. I sent the link to, who was it? Lawrence Watkins, Charlie Walsh, Tom Atherton, who's Athers 32, and Budgie. And Rise as well, but Rise is sleeping, and Frankel. So if any of them come on, that's dope. If none of them come on, that's dope too, because like, yo, they got lives. You know what I mean? So it's like they could be out to dinner, they could be walking dogs, they could be taking a walk. It was such a beautiful day today in Oakville, man. Like Toronto, like Greater Toronto area, whatever you want to call it, Oaktown, Milesy knows. Big up Andy, blood clot Miles, doc. But it's like it was beautiful today, doc. It was like mid 20s. The wind wasn't like too like cold breezy. It was nice, like I was chilling, man. I was yo, big up Jay Lee too. Like I done said Hammerhead, big up Hammerhead. I done said Jay Lee. P-Gads, he's everywhere, doc. Like P-Gads is like on every show. Happy Hammerhead, that's my boo. Like straight up, like how whatchamacallit, Charlie Boy said, like, yo man, that girl is a diamond, doc. Big up Lucas, American Hammers Network, American Hammers TV, doc. That man is a G. And yo, you can't forget about E20 Zone TV. I don't care what nobody says, doc. You cannot forget about the man them there. Because it's like, yo, me and him kind of had like a ramp ramp. But it's like, yo, he came upon the show and he talked like a grown man would. Like, proper respect. I respect that. Straight up. And you can't forget, yo, who am I thinking of, doc? Who am I thinking of? Who the am I thinking of, doc? Oh, what's the boy's name, doc? What's the boy's? He chills out with Milesy, doesn't he? Ryan Archer. He likes Elvis, doc. And I love Elvis, doc. I grew up on Elvis, doc. Like, I'm on hip hoppity, like to the hip hop, hippie to the hip hoppity. You don't stop. I'm all on them things. But it's like, yo, I grew up on Elvis, doc. Like, that's alright with mama. That's alright with me. That's alright with mama. Anything indeed, that's alright, that's alright, that's alright now, mama, any way you do. Now, papa, he done told me, mama done told me too, son, that gal you messing with, she ain't too right for you, that's alright. I kind of made up words there. I'm like my father in that sense, like, yo, I remember the words, but then when I sing it out loud, I like mix up the words. You know what I mean? I'm one of those guys, doc. Real talk. Anyways, let's look at the comments. I'm having a good time. I'm happy tonight, man. I'm happy tonight. Really epic. Hastime's in the building. Yes, my G. Thailand Paul's in the building. I see all of y'all, dog. Hold on. Okay, so James from the Anvil, he's saying, I can't see you, man. You can see me now, man. Look at me. Like, yo, I'm in outer space, dog. I'm in like an Elon Musk, like spaceship to Mars, dog. How do you mean, man? Yes, Wally, big up yourself, Charlie boy. Done though, 100%. Yeah, Anvil saying what's up to Wally. Wally saying what's up to from the Anvil. Hammerhead saying what's up to Wally. Agar, that's the boy. Yes, a true baller. That's what I'm talking about. And left-footed, dog. And he's not that old. I think he's like 24 or something, dog. Like, that would be perfect for us. Like, there was another boy, I forget his name, James. But he was from like Poland or something, man. And I talked to you about this boy before, and he had a really, like, his last name was really tough to pronounce. Like, I remember WestHam Network. Big up DJ Rusty B. But I remember Anton from WestHam Network was doing the show on the boy, and he had to like pronounce the boy's name, and it's like it was really hard because there's like silent letters in there, like proper letters in there, and he's a left-footed center half, but I think predominantly plays on the left. He might be a left back, but with the right foot. Now that I think about it. Now that I think about it. He might be one of those guys, Doc. He might be one of those guys. Real talk. But he looked good. Like, the footage I seen of him on YouTube was, like, bar none. Homeboy has skills. I'm well impressed. I was well impressed. Wally World is saying, Hammerhead, my son. So, Wally World, like, says that Hammerhead's his son, but he's not really his son. And then I talked to Hammerhead, and Hammerhead's like, yeah, I know him, but I thought Hammerhead lived in England. Am I wrong, Wally? Like, does Hammerhead live in England, or is he like rocking like with you down to Stows and thing and watching two things? And big up KDK, my G. But it's like, is Hammerhead? Hammerhead can answer this for himself. Are you from England? Or are you from America? Like, I don't know. I think you're from America because then, whatchamacallit, Wally would like meet up with you more often. But if you're from England, then it makes sense because Wally lived in England, didn't he? So it could go either or both ways. Still, Mr. Coventry, how do you mean? Like, Mr. Who do you support? Who do you support? Who do you support? Oh, you support them, you support them, you support them. Yo, who's the team that's struggling? West Ham United? I'm going to support them. Big up Wally World, Doc. He made the right decision there, Doc. How do you mean? He made the right decision there. So he also made the right decision about Fredericks. It's a shame that we haven't been able to get the best out of Fredericks because I know that there is a footballer in him. But I'd keep him on. I I wouldn't get rid of him. I get rid of Yarmolenko before Fredericks, like this summer. Honest to goodness. And I know Yarmolenko's come up with the prize here and there, but it's like, it's not on the regular. Like, it's like one trick pony type thing. Like, go down the left, cut back, edge of the box, hit it with your left, far corner, done. You know what I mean? When Fredericks has a bit more to his game. And Fredericks can play like right and left just like how Johnson can. Just saying. Big up Mr. 24 still. Like, and if you put the 2 and the 4 together, you got Bobby Moore. You get what I'm saying? 5'6". Just saying. So the number 24 is a very special number at West Ham because it equals 6. You get what I mean? I don't know. I talk a lot of shit sometimes, but yeah, get it right at the end of the day, man. 26 years old for the scouting report people. Okay. Okay. Some people, hold on. Some people peak early, PeacH. Agreed. Some people do peak early, but some people also strive when they're of a younger age to a better player than they were before they came to a club like West Ham United. And I see West Ham United, any players coming to a club like ours, I don't feel that they're going to peak early. I think that they're going to strive with the camaraderie and the way of our play. And if they don't, listen, Psycho will be in their ear, dog. Stuart Pearce will be in their ear. Kevin Nolan will be in their ear. Like, Paul Naveen's done such a good job. Because he's basically come from Gareth Southgate's, like, England setup. And we've adapted dead ball situations like our flavor of the month. And every team is scared when we get a dead ball situation. Like, I was watching the stupid Spurs today and stupid Arsenal today, dog. Arsenal looked like Nketiah, no thank you. Like, he proved that for me today. No thank you. I know he came close, missed a few opportunities. Yo, Martinelli on the other hand, yes please. Gabriel, yes please. But like Martinelli, not Martinelli. Nketiah, no thank you. And there was one free kick that they took, and the boy was left-footed. But he like shot it right at the goalkeeper. How are you going to score if you shoot it right at the goalkeeper, dog? Like, you're not going to score them ways. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, don't know where I was going with it, but I ended up there. Wally World, how's the scouting going? James is on it, dog. James is on it like Scotch bonnet. Like, and Scotch bonnets are the most spiciest pepper, dog. Like, you could have Reaper peppers and other type of peppers, but yo, Scotch bonnet. James is on it like Scotch bonnet, straight up. I ain't even playing with you, man. PeacH, love the what? Love the Winnebago. What's the Winnebago? Oh yeah, my RV, doc. How do you mean? Just chilling out in my Winnebago, doc. How do you mean? My RV. Like, it's like a pimped up version of like Breaking Bad, doc. Like, we got the meth things in the back, doc. How do you mean? Real talk. James from the Enva is saying, Wally, I was on the show last night on the last hour. I got my scouting. Yes, I gave my scouting. Yes, he did. And it was absolutely magic, man. He went into depth about every player he picked. Um, they were kind of all around the globe, more so in South America, but they were all around the globe. You had people from Poland. You had people from Argent- Argentina. You had people from Brazil. We talked about Lewis King Potter. It was brilliant. It was brilliant, man. It was really good. And it's always a pleasure when I have him on, man. Like, I was half in the bag, and homeboy was like just putting up with me, like talking two things and repeating myself again and again. And it's like, yeah, no, big up yourself, James. Honestly, it's always a pleasure. Like, he said that when he left, like, it was a pleasure coming on. It's always a pleasure having you on, my G. 100%, man. Um, and we had Budgie on last night, who's like legendary. Frankel, legendary. Rise, legendary. Lucas, legendary. Like, come on, man. This is like top of the pop type things, dog. Straight up. James from the Anvil. Hold on, let me see this. But yes, you talked about him last night. Marcelo Allende is needed at the bowl. You won't be upset by it. Trust me. Guys diamond in the dirt that ain't been found yet. I hear you. And I was talking about how, like, that's like a Payet signing. Like, when we signed Payet, it was like, what, 10 million something? And Homeboy went on to, like, do big things for us. But then he went back to Marseille and just, like, shrunk. He did alright things still, don't get me wrong. But when he was at West Ham, he had a buzz about him. Even much so that he got back onto the France team. You know what I mean? Like, think about it, man. Excuse me. This was way past my bedtime, so sorry I missed it. It's all good. Yo, it's all good, man. It's all good. I listen, Reggie. It was a hectic day for me yesterday, man. I went to my uncle's thing to celebrate his life. Had a bit too much sauce. Then came here, had a bit more sauce, and then like, yo, it was just West Ham, West Ham, West Ham. But it was late. It was late. It was like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning in England, but it was still late for like us. You get me, Wally? It was still late for us, man. I hope you're well, my G, Wally World, in the place to be. I hope you're well, man. And you know what? I got a feeling we're gonna do City on Sunday. I really do. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but it's like Lucas has been there and we've lost against Seville. We've lost. No, we beat Norwich though, but that wasn't at the Bowl, was it? That wasn't at the West Ham ground, Stratford. That wasn't there. But it's like all home matches we've played, we've lost since Lucas has been there. And you know what? He's not a bad apple. He's not a curse. He is more so inspiration to our club and how he started supporting us, how he is supporting us. And you know what? I think Lucas is gonna get like that feeling of victory and jubilation when we play Man City and we annihilate them. Cause I think we will. Like, it's always hard playing that team. Excuse me. It's always hard playing that team that has nothing to lose, and we have nothing to lose now. We're safe. We want to get into Europe, so we have something to lose in that sense. But we'll be going for it because I'm convinced we'll finish sixth. We'll get into Europe. If we don't, everything happens for a reason. We'll go into the Mickey Mouse Conference, Europe League, whatever. But nah, Bridget, I can see us getting into Europa next season. Real talk, man. And I think Lucas is going to witness one of the best games ever when we play Manchester City and we beat them in our own manner. I really think that's going to happen. What's that? The transfer rap battle. See, yo, I'll run that still. I'll talk about two names like Aguard and like who is it? Aguard and Keane, Lewis Potter. You know what we need in this West Ham squad is a real shotter. No, I'll come with two things. Frankie will be on the same page still. Um, great, great idea, P Gods. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. 100%. Where's Rise, PeacH? Rise was supposed to come on, but he needs his sleep. He needs his beauty sleep, dog. Like, homeboy, he's up all the time. You know what I mean? Like, he might sleep at like 8 o'clock in the morning or like 8 o'clock in the evening. You never know with him, man. And it's like he needs his sleep. Like, I sent him the link, but homeboy's like, I gotta sleep. So I was like, all right, go on and sleep, dog. Like, yo, life goes on, man. Life goes on. It's like people have lives to live, man. Like, he might jump on just like randomly, and that's why this is called West Ham Random. He might jump on randomly. You never know. But I'm just saying. What he said to me was he needed he needed some kip still, cause like, yo, he didn't get no flight last night or today or whatever. You know what I mean? Hold on, it just skipped. Why did it just skip? Okay, I got it back. I am now looking at checks for West Ham, but at the same time, I like a multicultural and diverse team. So I'm looking all over. I love that. I love that. I love that. Like, there's players in England, there's players in Czech Republic, there's players in Argentina, there's players in Brazil, there's players in Scotland, there's players in the MLS, and Frankel knows a lot of them. And there's not that much of a difference now from the MLS to the Premier League. Like, real talk. Like, these boys are like playing. They're playing like CONCACAF, like Champion League things, and they're playing for international for their country. And the United States of America do not have a bad international squad. Nobody can tell me different. They just can't cope with it. But it's real. It's real. And my father always said, eventually they will be one of the illest teams in the world because they have the money for infrastructure. They have the money to I don't know, for the training grounds, for the whatchamacallit, not neurologists, but dietitians, all them things, doc. Like, they have the money to put into their players to make their team big. Don't forget that. Remember where you heard it first, doc. It's gonna go on. Honestly, it's not all about like your Croatians, your Brazils, your Englands. Like, Canada's coming up into the mix, doc. Who would have thunk that? Who would have thunk that? Canada's up in the mix now. Like, we're going to Qatar. Like, what? How? I remember when we played Honduras, and Honduras beat us like 6 or 8-0, doc. Like, and now we're in the World Cup. Makes no sense, doc. It makes no flipping sense at all. But we're there. It's mad. Absolutely mad, man. Um. So what is it? Checks. Yeah, I read that. Hold on, just trying to get my mouse thing right there. Done. I work from home a lot. What can I say? Yo, big up yourself, P Gads. Like, big up yourself. Like, 100%. I see you everywhere, dog. On all the channels, dog. If it's like Russie B, if it's like the West Ham Weekly, if it's like Anton Baker, if it's like Hammer's Chat, I see you, my G. I see you. Trust me. Um, Update: I have found a Czech defender for us, and he plays for the club Konchensky owns. So what? That's like Sparta Prague, isn't it? I think it's Sparta Prague. I think it is. I think it's like Sparta Prague that Konchensky owns, man. Danny K. Say. ALA. I don't know. Lucas liked something I said the other night about Danny K and whatever, but I forgot what it was when I said it because I was like half in the bag. But I remembered it just now. It's like something like Danny K. Say. I don't know. Do the limbo, lay. I don't know. But yo, Thailand Paul is in the building. Hold on, what's Epic Hash Time saying? We could sign a Chelsea player. Imagine how many shirts we could sell. Yo, we could sell shirts with Keen Lewis Potter, Lewis King Potter. We could sell shirts with like, yo, we're West Ham, dog. Like, I think Noble's shirt is gonna be like flying off the racks like after this season because he ain't there no more. Antonio, that's like, yo, he could sell shirts, doc. Like, I know what you're saying. Like when Beckham ever went to like a team, yo, they would get like a million shirt orders in 1 minute. Honestly, and he's from Leytonstone too, man. Big up David Beckham, doc. Bending it like Beckham, doc. Big up David Beckham. He's an East London boy through and through, man. But he just went to the dark side, you know? Manchester United, straight up. Big up Jay Lee, though. But, like, yeah, he went to the dark side, doc. He really, 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 really did. PeacH is saying, oh, big up Thailand Paul. If you ain't subscribed to his channel, it's called like Thailand Paul Food Travel, Travel Food. Put your channel up in the live chat, dog, so people know about it. They can check you out because it's a wicked channel. Said way, word up, man. Um, yo, PeacH, I love that Novak guy. Oh yeah, yeah. We were after him before, weren't we? Like either in the January transfer window or the summer. We're after him, dog. We're after. I forget his first name for the life of me. What's his first name, dog? I forget. But I remember him. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, he looks good. We're after that other guy, too. I forget who he plays for. He's like. What's he play for? He's like a big boy. Blonde hair, kind of like tied up at the back. It's like a Siva, Diva, Leva, Lima. I don't know, but he's a wicked center half, dog. And we were after him. I forget who he plays for, though, dog. But after the World Cup or some shit, we were after him. And he looked tidy. I think Liverpool were after him, too, you know. But, yeah, no, he'd be, yeah, I hear you. The Novak cat, quality, 100%. PeacH is saying Kalas plays in the championship, Bristol, I think. Yo, let's grab him. Why not? Let's grab him, man. Polish guy, what position? The Polish guy was left back. That's what the Polish guy was, Mr. Anvil. Straight up. Johnny Ibrox is in the building. I see him. We're going to get there in a second. Give me more information, man, and I will let you know. Yeah, so the Polish guy we were after, he was left back. I think he might be right-footed. He was dangerous, and he has a really hard last name to pronounce. That's what I'm saying. This is Mr. Johnny Ibrox. Big up Mr. Johnny Ibrox. West Ham man. I was walking down the street the other day and all I heard was like, West Ham man, West Ham man. And I'm looking around like, who the fuck, is this coming from, doc? And it was Johnny Mother Duck and Ibrox coming out with a passport saying, look at this, I'm going to Seville. I was like, are you playing with me, man? And then homeboy walked to the pharmacy with me because I had to pick up like 2 things for my mom and dad. And it's like, I seen my aunt there when I was there too. Auntie Glennis. Big up Auntie Glennis, dog. And yeah, homeboy, like, I told you yesterday, you bought me a pack of Walker's Marmite Crisps, dog. How you mean? I just said to the man, I was like, these are dope. Next thing I know, they're in my hand. I was like, you're ill. You're ill, man. And, yo, Johnny Ibrox, J.I., I was chilling with Wee Man George last night, dog, at the celebration of my uncle's life, man. And, yeah, man, big yourself up, dog. Big yourself up. What's he saying, though? Get my connection to Malaga. I will try and get you a program from the match. Yes, sir, Johnny Ibrox. Because he asked me, like, yo, what's the one thing you want? Like, I'm going to go to the Seville match. What's the one thing you want? I was like, yo, it's simple as old school. As old school is, dog. Give me a program. And he was like, I knew you were going to say that. And I was like, why would I say anything else, dog? What are you going to get me? Like chewing gum? From like Spanish chewing gum, dog? You going to get me like what? I was like, no, Brethren. Yo, program. He's like, got you. Program and a scarf. I'm going to get greedy with it now, dog. Program and a scarf. Program, and then one of them scarves that has like Rangers on one side and Seville, the Frankfurt on the next. You know what I mean? I'll bun off the Frankfurt side and just keep the Rangers side still, but No, one of those scarves where they have like one team on the left and the other team on the right. Yo, a program and a scarf, dog. 100%. 100%. That would be dope. That would be dope. That would be live up, man. I think James the Anvil's cracked it. I think he's cracked it. Yeah, that's the boy. That's the boy. You have a watch of him on YouTube, man, and his defending is unreal. And going forward, he's unreal. And pinging the ball left, right, central, wherever, he's unreal. Like, really, really, really good player, man. Really good player. And we were linked with him. And, oh, who's the guy I was thinking about before? Is it Vilas? Diva? It's not Diva. Vida? Vida? And he plays for somebody like Croatia or some shit like that, dog. And Liverpool were after him. We were after him. It's not Vila. It's Vida, I think. Vida. D is in Donald. I'm sure, man. Or D is in Daffy Duck. Not P is in Plum. Or P is in Peach. Or P is in, what is it? What was the other one, man? It was Plum, Peach, and not Paella. That's like Charlie Boy. Not paella, when Mother Duckers are calling it paella. No, it's called paella. Get your facts straight. And Charlie Boy did, don't know. And like, no, who was it, dog? Who was it? Papaya, that was it. It was plum, peach, papaya. It's like I'm like PPP now, dog. Straight up. Plum, peach, peach, plum, papaya, dog. Straight up. I might do a show called like the Papaya Show with like Peach, who's being the plum. You get what I'm saying? 100. But that's the boy. Anvil. You never have to doubt James from the Anvil. Like he has it all at his fingertips, man. So that does not surprise me. He was able to find that. Yo, that's what he does, man. Real talk. He looks class. He does look class, doc. I went on YouTube and watched this boy, and I was like, wow. Like, there's only few people that impress me on YouTube because they can snip, edit, and crap, all of that shit. And it's like he had it. Jonathan David had it. Julian Faubert didn't have it. Like, they just got the best matches he played in from like what 5, 6, 7 years or some shit, dog. And it was just like they could only get like 3 minutes on it. But they made Julian Faubert look like Messi or Ronaldo, and that was far from Julian Faubert. Like I met Julian Faubert when he came here with the West Ham squad when Bellamy was on the squad, and they played. Who was it? MLS All Stars, and Beckham was on that team. So it's like you got to see Beckham on the MLS. You got to see there was a youth that played for Toronto FC who was on that team too. I forget Bradley. He was dope. Azario. He was dope. But then you got to see like the West Ham squad, and it was ill, man. It was Dean Ashton. I saw Dean Ashton score a goal. I can actually say I saw Dean Ashton score a goal, doc. Like that's big plays, man. That's big plays. Like I saw Dean Mother Ducking Ashton score a goal, and I saw Beckham I think score a free kick. Like that's like, come on, come on. That's football through and through, man. How do you mean, man? PeacH. I don't know Wally. We just very alike and agreed on a lot. I hear that. Wally's one of the best people I've ever met in the world. I mean that. Like a lot of you guys are the best people I've ever met in the world. I might be biased because y'all support West Ham, but even the ones that don't support West Ham, like Jay Lee, who's like Manchester United, he's quality. You know what I mean? So it's like, and his girl, wifey, Kimmy, quality, man, quality. Like I met so many, and so much good people from like doing this. It's a pleasure of mine to be able to cross paths with all of you. Like, honestly, I mean that. Like, it's a pleasure. You have some grumbling grunts, like Cockney rhyme slang that thing and hear what I'm really saying. You have some grumbling grunts, like see you next Tuesday things. But yo, the good people that I've come across outweigh the grumbles. You get me? The grumbles and the grunts that like I've had to cross paths with. the good people outweigh them by far. By far. Like million mile things, dog. Million mile things, man. Um, Thailand Paul is from West London. That's why he supports Chelsea. Don't know. He's Chelsea through and through. Like, remember the Chelsea babes? That was like, yo, because my pops used to like kick it with Terry Venables, dog. And like, I remember this one story. Venables was like, what was it? El Tal flipping, because he went over to like Spain and coached and shit, or Italy, like one of them. He went abroad. You get what I'm saying? But like, he was with my dad at the pub having a drink, and he's talking about this player that he was at Chelsea at the time, and he's talking about this player that Tottenham just bought, and he's like, he's whack, he's this and that, nah 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 nah, and then Venables got transferred to Tottenham, right? And then like it was like 2 weeks later, my dad's in the pub talking with him. The same player that he was going on about, like talking smack about, he's like, "What a player! What a player!" My dad's like, "How did your mind change like from here to there in like a couple of weeks?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't tell you. I signed for Tottenham." I'm showing you, man. I'm showing you. Football's a funny game when, like, yo, you look at good players from other clubs and they're shit. But then when you play with them, you're like, oh, yeah, next level things. Like, yeah, trust me, man. Wally World is bigging up Hammerhead. Done, no, as you should, as you do. Trust me, Wally World's in the place to be for true. James from the Anvil is saying, I'm going. Uh oh, uh oh. Dog, I knew it. I knew it. I'm telling you, man, when I seen this boy on YouTube, man, he did my head in. I was like, wow, like he's proper big, proper sturdy, and he has pace about him, and he can ping the ball around like anything, and he can also attack. Like, he's a left back, or left half or whatever, and he can attack, dog. Like, oh, he's dangerous. He's dangerous. He's absolutely dangerous. Like, oh, he's on my list all day long. All day long, dog. All day long. That man is a bad man. Real things, man. Wally World, hey Paul, I have a random question for you. Okay, where's Wally World at? Hi, Wally. Oh, it skipped again. Stupid skipping. The only thing I used to skip was classes when I was in high school, dog. Straight up. I never skipped a rope. Never did no double dutch things. Never did none of them things, dog. The only thing I skipped was classes in high school when I used to go to the forest and smoke weed with, like, the people them still, man. Because sometimes it would be like the man them, and sometimes there would be like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gals up in the mix still. I ain't even gonna tell you about them stories, dog. Like, yo, it used to be like, it used to be like bunning like two things of ganja, and then like her bunning two things of your ganja. You know what I'm saying? In the forest, dog, in the woods, dog. It was like, and that was like just skipping like English class or your maths class, or whatever. Like, brethren, we used to run it still. Um, from the Anvil saying, I am from Doncaster. There is ironically a Doncaster in Quebec. Interesting. Doncaster Rovers. Big up James the Anvil. In your video about that festival, I forgot the name, where everyone was squirting water pistols at each other. A woman came up to you and asked you if you wanted some boom boom. Is that what I think? I don't know. I kind of remember that though. Still, she wanted the boom boom, didn't she? She wanted the boom boom, like Nancy Reagan and like the like bad room. Like, she wanted the boom boom, like Nancy Reagan wanted it in the bad room. Like Hillary Clinton wanted to join the mix too. You know what I mean? Monica Lewinsky already had a mouthful, dog. She was eating too much food, dog. Eating too much sausages. You get what I'm saying? But yo, I'd be interested to hear about the boom boom room. Straight up, yes please. All right. Wally World, it is. Yes, sir. Yes, Wally. But I'm married. Oh, so Wally was talking to Tyler and Paul about that? Or who was he talking to about that? He was talking to Tyler and Paul about that, wasn't he? I thought it was I thought he was talking to James the Anvil. I guess it was. Yeah. I guess it was Thailand Paul. The Boom Boom. Paul, you, Paul, yeah, you said no thanks. Uh, uh, we will play City to a solid 0-0. Not enough for six. Not enough to spoil City's parade. Shut up, P-Gads. Listen, I love you. I got mad respect for you. I told you that. You're on all the West Ham YouTube channels. Have some faith, Doc. We're beating City like 2-3-0. It's going to go on. Like, let's say they get a goal. Then we're beating them 3-1. We're beating City. We're beating City. And then it's going to be like happy days going in to play Brighton, dog. It's Mark Noble's last game of the season at the London Stadium, dog. You don't think David Moyes will have them up for the challenge? Yo, I'm showing you. We're beating City. If we don't, fair play. They're probably one of the best teams in the world. But I feel this is West Ham, Doc. Like, this is West Ham. West Ham will lose against Burnley and then beat Liverpool. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, don't stop to remember that, Doc. Because remember that, Doc. Because this is what we do. We beat Chelsea. We beat Liverpool. We lose against Watford. We lose against like Burnley. This is what happens, and we've always done it. Always. From as long as I've supported West Ham, we'll lose against the shit teams, but then we'll like pull a rabbit out of our arse when we play like the top teams. I don't know why. I don't know how. Like, look at Reece Oxford when we played Arsenal. It was mad. Marlon Harewood. Mad. Those things happen at West Ham. We're a weird kettle of fish, Doc. Like, we will honestly almost lose against Kidderminster if it wasn't for Declan Rice. Big up Declan Rice. Big up Declan Rice, too. But it's like, we will find ourselves losing against somebody like Kidderminster, who's the worst team in all leagues. But then we'll beat Man City in the League Cup. Or we'll beat Liverpool in the league. We'll beat Chelsea in the league. We'll have somebody who does a Ravel Morrison and beat Tottenham in the league. We've always done this. Like, we've always done this. It's mad. That's why I fancy our chances against Man City. Check the odds out. Go to your Betway, your whatever. Put money down. Ladbrokes, William Hill. Put money down on West Ham winning. Because we're winning, dog. We're winning. I got that feeling. I know I had the feeling that we were going to win against Seville. But, like, we kind of had everything not going for us, and we kind of got put into a corner like that girl from Dirty Dancing, Baby. Don't put Baby in a corner. Well, West Ham was Baby, and we got put in a corner, dog. And it's like, I don't see us getting put in a corner against Man City, dog. And we can ball with the best of them. We've done showed that. We've done proved that. We are a different. We're a different. What's the word I'm looking for, dog? We're a different proposition. We're a different opposition. And yeah, we're on a different level, man. We're on a different level. Real talk. And we have players that can do it. I know Ben Rama don't look like he's gonna come through and play. Bryce seems good though. We got four nows. I'm thinking Antonio, Bowen, and Lanzini looks a bit maybe not. But then Vlasic, step up and do something. Show us why we bought you for 30 million quid. You know what I'm saying? Put Fredericks on the right, Johnson on the left. Like, yo, want to rest Sufal and Cressy. I don't care. Do anything, dog. As long as you have Dawson and Zuma in the middle, we're good. Like, I'd be tempted to, like, start Areola, but I know David Moyes is very loyal to his players. So, him starting Areola would kind of be like a kick in the teeth to Fabianski. And Fabianski, I'd have him on for another year. I think he's been brilliant. Even if he wants to mix it up, like how he mixed it up. I think it was David Moyes. When he mixed it up, we had Randolph and Joe Hart, and he mixed it up. And nobody knew who, like, was the top goalkeeper because he just used to keep mixing it up. And it's like, I see that with Areola and Fabianski next season. I don't see Areola as just our, cup goalkeeper. I see him, like, playing Premier League matches and doing well. He's no slouch, man. Like, Sam Johnston, piss off. Nick Pope, piss off, Doc. Like, Yo, like, Ariola's been here. I done said this last night and many times before. He knows the culture. He understands West Ham United as a supporter and as a player. So, yo, don't chop and change. Don't chop and change, man. Like, yo, keep Areola, keep Fabianski, let them fight it out. Who's the best is the best, and who will play. 100%. That's what I'm saying. Real things, man. Yeah, no, nil, disagree. I think we're winning. What did you guys think of the Arsenal game? I thought Nketiah was shit. That's why I don't want him at our club. I didn't think that was a penalty. That was a really soft penalty. I did not think that was a penalty. Like, the boy who got the penalty, what's his name? I forget his name, but I know who he is. I just forget his name. It wasn't Holding. It wasn't Xavi, was it? I don't know. But whoever it was, dog, he had his eyes on the ball. He didn't even like see the man there. And I've seen penalties given for like that was a weak penalty. Like that was a very weak penalty, man. I've seen penalties given for like weaker things than that, but that was right there with them. That was not a penalty, dog. And Harry Maguire, who the hell is he, dog? 80 million pounds overrated, dog. Who is he? But it's like, no, Harry Kane. Yo, he killed it, didn't he? And you always knew he was going to when he stepped up. Like, he killed it. Like, bottom right hand corner, that was mad. That was mad. And Son, let me tell you about Son, dog. He's a good footballer, yeah? But Son is a moaner. He's a whinger. Like, Wally World don't know what I'm talking about when I say whinger, dog. And Son is a whinger. All he does is moans. He's Mr. Moan Grown. Like, real talk, Son's new name should be Mr. Moan Grown. Because all he does is moan and groan. He's a whinger, dog. Like, yo, he might be alright. I know about his history, about his father, like, having him train every day, and it was really hard. Like, and he came to the top of the pops and stayed with it, stuck with it. His father's strictness was brilliant because it kept him on a knife's edge on like how to progress in football. I respect that. Don't get me wrong. I respect that. But Son is a moaner. You'll touch him. He goes down like he just got shot up, doc. No, thank you. No, thank you. PeacH is saying Arsenal got the shafty by the 100%. They got the shaft by the ref 100% because that wasn't a penalty. Like I just said, don't know. Paul, I wish Arsenal played like that a week ago against West Ham. Yeah, me too. Me too. I didn't think Arsenal played that bad, but I think everything went wrong for them. It was like us against Seville. You know what I mean? Like, I think everything just didn't go their way. Holding weight was dumb, though. Yeah, but I don't think that was a penalty, dog. I do not think that was a penalty, dog. It was Holding. Rob Holding, or whatever his name is. Stupid Holding. I don't think that was a penalty, dog. Real talk. Like, nope. Nope. I don't think that was a penalty, dog. PeacH, we are going to have some great banter in the World Cup. Oh, yes. USA versus Canada. 100%, dog. Yo, I'm going to try to dip down to Pennsylvania, dog. I'm going to try to dip down to Pennsylvania and check you. And I'll come unannounced. That's how I always roll through. I roll through unannounced. Like, you'll just see me there and you'll be like, what the fuck? Like, that's how I roll, dog. Like, I don't call you up and be like, yo, I'm coming down, like, this and that. Yo, we'll meet here, we'll meet there. Nah. Not PeacH, dog. Not PeacH. I come unannounced. And I'll even ask to, like, stay in your gaff. Good night, Dad. Love you, man. And I'll even ask, like, to stay in you and your Mrs. Gaff, dog. Still, I ain't playing with you, dog. I'll just show up one day at Stowe's. You're going to Stowe's to watch, like, a United States of America match against Canada or some shit, and then you'll see me, and you'll be like, what? No, and you'll like do a double check, and like I'll be like, yeah, yeah, it's me. I already got the beers in. There you go. What's going on? Oh, by the way, yo, can I stay at your gaff like for the next couple days? Trust me, that's how I roll, dog. That's how I roll, and I get to meet Peppy. How you mean? Big up Peppy. Peppy is a schnoodle, I think, dog. A schnoodle doodle roodle. Yo, trust me, man. Trust me. Yo, I run them things still, dog. Um, Czech player, what's his name? Holes? Holes. Could sell shirts. Alright, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. As long as he don't have no holes in his game, I'm down for holes to like, yo, come through, do two things. I'm gonna check him out. What position does he play? I'm gonna check them things out still, man. Holes. There's a place my mom and dad wanted to go to in Barbados called Hole Town. So if Holes is from Hole Town, what? Big things, big plays. Big up Charlie Walsh, because that's what he says. I say big things. He said big plays. And Wally is just like, yo, different level things, like different level things. American Hammers Network, American Hammers TV. Trust me, yo, big up Wally, Lucas, and Lee. You don't know. KTK in the place to be. Yo, man, trust me. Different things, dog. Different things. Happy things. Good things. Wicked things, dog. Wicked things. P Gods is saying, hold on. I make some pineapple, papaya, passion fruit, ice cream a while ago. Love it. Love it. Put some plum in there, dog. It was okay. Love it. I'm currently in the woods smoking weed while skipping. Yo, that's what I'm talking about, doc. Skipping the classes, smoking the weed in the woods, maybe having a cider, you know? Maybe she feels like she's not understood, so she could breathe a little bit and maybe give some brains. If you know what that means, then you're on the same page. Word up. I'll just leave it at that, doc. Many happy experiences still. I hope Yorma does another year. He's the next Lanzini center. What? He's the next Lanzini comeback story? No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. P-Gads, I got love for you, dog, but no. Yarmolenko's not. Yarmolenko is like one trick pony. No, no, no. I feel for him because of what his country's going through. Like, real talk. Big up. Much love. I mean that. Football wise, though, no. I'd rather keep Fredericks than Yarmolenko any day of the week. Any day of the week. And you can put in Matsuaku there too. I'd rather keep Matsuaku and Fredericks and let Yarma go. Real talk. I don't know. Freshies in the building. Yes, sir. Ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, boom. Freshie, filled the dumb. Walk into the room. Yes, sir. Sorry, P-Gods. I skipped that. I probably be in Vermont snowboarding during the World Cup. No, you won't. No, you won't. Even if you are, you still be able to like get the stream there to watch it. How you mean? How you mean? Real talk, man. Where the? Cause Vermont, dog. I remember my mom and dad went to Vermont. They bought T-shirts. Where the F is Vermont? I know where it is, but I'm just saying. I thought those were dope T-shirts. Still, where the F is Vermont? That was dope. And that's dope skiing. Still, that's what they went up for like a skiing trip. Dope. Real talk, man. Wally World. I've been to what? I've been to Barbados. Yo, Barbados is live. Big up Paul, the black taxi driver, dog. Like, they got black taxis down there. Like, England got black taxis, dog. Like, black cabs. Sorry, that's what they call them, black cabs. And, yeah, man. Yo, Paul, this boy from Barbados, brethren, he was ill. He took us everywhere, dog. Took us on a tour from, like, where we were staying in Christchurch to, like, Bridgetown and thing, man. He was wicked. Big up Paul, man. And he could spit too. Me and him were like spitting two things. Homeboy like was spitting reggae and I was spitting like hip hop. And they have a Facebook thing still. Original Twins. The Original Twins. They're dope, man. Trust me. Big plays, big things. Sorry, Charlie Walsh, I'm using your fucking phrase, dog. Big things. I gotta say big things, so I'm not biting your shit. But big up Charlie, tell how you mean. P-Gads. you ever snowboard on Alpine Valley or Pine Knob? Pine Cone or Pine Knob, dog? Um, Vermont maple syrup. Yep, but it's not the same as Canadian maple syrup, though, dog. Straight up, it ain't the same. Our maple syrup is the best, made from the sap from the trees. Wally, you already know. You get like a stack of pancakes, dog, and you put maple syrup on them things. What I do, I get crumpets. I get crumpets and then put the maple syrup on the crumpets so they go into all the little holes. Yo, trust me, man. Big plays, big things, man. Anyways, listen, it was dope talking to you all tonight. Real talk. I enjoyed myself. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I tend to go on for too long. I might come back like in an hour or two. You never know with me, man. I might do, I might not. We'll see what happens. But yeah, up the mother ducking hammers, as your boy says there, Charlie boy. And yeah, let's beat Manchester City and show these mother duckers like who we really are. We done did it already once. Let's do it again. You get me?
We are fucking massive.
Rama, oh Jerry Bowen, Michelangelo, Declan Rice and Pablito. 1, 2, 3, that's it. I finished the tune. That's what I've been trying to hit you up to tell you that. Bro, I've been trying to tell you that. But listen, I get you the message one way or another, my brother. Don't even worry about it. Oh, I seen we beat Man City and ain't it pretty Carabao Cup. Listen, we winning shit this year. That's just all. Yeah.